Hi everyone, Anita here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my best books of 2021 video. It has been a pretty good reading year for me. It really truly has. I'm pretty happy, pretty satisfied with all the reading I have done. Not every good book I have read this year is going to make it into this list. These are the ones that have really outshone the others. So, without further ado, let us just get right into it. And this is in no particular order. The first best book I have ever read is Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. Just a nice short little book. It is fantasy. I thought it was horror. Just the way that the synopsis of the book is written, it just kind of seemed like it was a horror. It's not. This book is so incredibly atmospheric. It is beautiful. It's got to do with, it does actually have some like creepy kind of visuals in it, and it is absolutely atmospheric. That's all I can say to you. I do want to reread this book just so I can refresh in my mind, but it has to do with people wanting to channel older powers of ancient people. That's kind of what it's about, and just how things ended up unfolding was really truly beautiful and very well written. The second best book I have read, A Dance with Dragons Part 1 by George R.R. Martin. I love this series so much. It's a fantasy, obviously, and this is when things get really complicated in terms of politics, just things coming together into play, and Brain's powers have to be more than they seem to be than in the show, because in the show it just kind of seemed like Brain was able to travel back in time, and now we know that Jon Snow is a Targaryen. Like, I'm hoping that Brain's powers are a little more, not talked about, but explained better. I'm really hoping that. This is just truly incredible. The characters, I love the characters. And like I said, the politics. The politics in this are so freaking good. I love it so much. It's more darker, a lot more darker, and it's reflected in that with the politics and with everything going around, everything happening. It's just incredible. I really truly do love this one. Part 2, not so much, and my problem is that I see these books, because I have the editions of A Song of Ice and Fire. These are the editions I have. Books 3 and 5 are split up into 2 parts. This one being the first one, the other one being the second. And I just see them as 2 separate books instead of one big book. Nonetheless, there is a lot more things happening in this one. The From Blood and Ash series. Holy cow! The hype is real for this book, people. Hype is real. And I keep dreaming about this book, and I keep dreaming and hoping that I will find this book series in my bookstore, because we don't have it in my bookstore. I've been reading it via ebook. I don't have a problem with that. I want it in my hands, but I don't have bookshelf space, like, at all. But anyway, I just love this so much. It is paranormal fantasy romance. Love it, incredible, definitely worth the hype. That plot twist at the end is just so damn good. And I have been having my eye on Jennifer L. Armentrout for quite a while now, and this book was getting so much hype, I thought, give it a go. Love it so much, and it's really ignited my interest in fantasy romance. It really truly has. And the characters are so good. I just really enjoy this author's work so much. I have already bought another series from her. I really have. I haven't even started reading A Shadow in the Ember yet, but I will have to very, very soon. Throne of Glass, book 1 in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. Another very hyped YA fantasy book that is definitely well worth the hype. This was really good. So good. Thoroughly impressed by this book. It's YA without it feeling like YA. Like, I have heard this book is really good if you are an older reader. Me being an older reader, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It definitely has some high fantasy elements in it. Oh my god, there was one part towards the end of the book where it came to the final 2 to become the champion for the king. I could not read that chapter. I was so emotional. I was so tense. I was pacing around this room, procrastinating reading that chapter, because I knew it was going to really affect me. And the way that was written was so good. It was like really on the edge of your seat, so tense. And the romance. I don't know who I want Selena to be with. There's like a bit of a love triangle happening there, and I don't know what's going to happen. I unfortunately did not get a chance to finish off the series or continue on with the series in 2021, but hey, it's 2022, and if you've seen my must-read books, or series TBR I should say, you will know that the Throne of Glass series is on there. So I'll definitely be reading the rest of the series in 2022, because I just want to know where it goes. We are down to the last 3 best books of 2021. Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. This is the book that really got me into loving sci-fi. And considering I read this book around the time that there was like a lunar eclipse happening, and my mum and I like went outside like 5 times just to see the moon going behind the sun. It was beautiful. It was really a truly wonderful, incredible, awe-inspiring thing that happened. And this book made me realize I love sci-fi. I love the character relationships. We do get flashbacks between like present day when Ryland is on this ship and 2 of his crewmates have died and he's wondering, how the hell did I get here? Why am I here? We get to see those in the flashback scenes, and I really, really, truly loved the flashback scenes. I read this via ebook. It does get pretty heavy with the sci-fi elements. I was actually pretty impressed with myself with how much I was able to understand of the sci-fi elements. And I went into the bookshop, had a look at the paperback. The paperback version has the diagrams of the ship and the centrifugal force and the central blah blah, something scientific-y force that happens. And there's like a lot of ship maneuvering that happens in this book, and it is quite heavy on the sci-fi like I have said. Looking at the book and the diagrams, I'm actually pretty impressed with how much I understood. This has really renewed my love for sci-fi. I've seen a lot of sci-fi movies, not so many sci-fi books unfortunately, but this book, it changed that for me. It's definitely going to change that for me. The Dictionary of Lost Words by Pip Williams, probably a favourite of mine. This has potential to be a favourite of mine if I reread it. This is a historical fiction novel, oopsies, about the first Oxford English Dictionary. In the background it deals with, is it World War I or World War II? Either way, it deals with a world war that happens, and also the women's suffragette movement. All the political talk about the women's suffrage movement was never forced. It felt natural, especially when things happen around the time, and it does seem like a lot of the really important historical and political things happen around the time of the first Oxford English Dictionary becoming a dictionary, you know. I just loved seeing the people that made the dictionary. So you get people whose expertise is in the origin of words, where they came from, and it was just so fascinating seeing that. I truly do love this book. Ooh, god damn it. Okay, look at the end pages. Damn, that is stunning. I didn't even realize that. As you can tell, I did not read this via paperback. I actually read this via ebook. Loved it so much, decided to get it in paperback. But it was just so fascinating. All the expertise of the people, and women have a lot more of a role to play in this. Like the feminism aspects of it did not feel pushed down your throat and rammed down your throat. And just, it was incredible. Like, this truly does have potential to be a favorite book for me. As a little girl, I was always fascinated with how words became words. Where did they come from? How do they relate to people and all that kind of stuff? Words fascinate me. This is a love letter to words. It really is. But it's also about how words relating to women don't have importance. Like, some words have more importance than others, and the ones with less importance are ones relating to women. This probably has one of the best romances I have ever read. I love it so much. It's so heartwarming, so tender, and yeah, I really got to reread this very soon. And the last best book of 2021 is Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff. This has renewed my love for vampires again. Love it. It's a bit of a chunky one, but there's like really stunning, let me see if I can find it. Oh yes, stunning illustrations. Stunning, stunning, stunning. The world, the characters, I cried at least twice in this book. I was not expecting that at all. And it's told in the format of, what's the Patrick Rothfuss one? Or The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. It's told in that kind of format where this character tells you their life story. We get to see Gabriel de Leon as he is discovering that he has this ability. And I want the second one now. The second one left on a cliffhanger. I really, really enjoyed the romance between the male and female character, like Gabrielle de Leon and, oh my gosh, I cannot remember her name. Nope, I cannot. Oh, wait. Astrid. That's her name. Astrid. I loved the romance between those two. There is so much to unpack in this book, and stupid me didn't write notes down for this video, and I can't think about a single thing. Just, it was incredible the way, like, the characters, the relationships, and how they grow, and woohoo, it's good. Read it. So that is it for the best books list, but I do have some honourable mentions I want to just quickly say. First one, The Burning Girls by C.J. Tudor, Rabbit by Terry Miles, Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth, and The Witcher series by Andrzej Sapkowski. I am just holding the first one in the main series, Blood of Elves, because there's a lot of books in that series, so The Witcher series, I'm just holding one book here. Thank you very much for watching if you have. I probably should have written down notes so I could better explain my thoughts. I don't know why I thought I could just talk about why I love a book so much and why I think it's the best of a year. I don't know why, but yeah, I just have a hard time explaining things, I guess. Let me know down below in the comments what your favourite books of 2021 was. I would really like to know. Make sure you leave a like. Don't forget to comment like I said and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!